All right, y'all, it seemed like a good time for a book outlet haul. It has been a little while since I have done a book outlet haul. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you what I got. This is just kind of random picks here. I have some thoughts, and I'll kind of explain them to you as to why I picked certain things. Yeah, so let's just get going. Oh, before we get going, I do have a referral link down in the description. I believe it's $5 off. I don't remember exactly. It's either 5 or 10. Anyways, if you have never shopped with Book Outlet, you can go through that link. You will get the discount. That also gives me points. And then you then will also have your own referral link so you can share with your friends and everybody gets discounts and points and it's just fantastic. So on to the books. First one, kind of thinking ahead here, I do want to do a little bit more for 4th of July this year. We didn't really do anything in the past, so I kind of want to include a little bit of that this year. I have seen this book several times. I have a few friends that have read it, and it is Rush Revere and the First Patriots. See if I can get it to focus there. There we go. I will be interested to go through here first and just kind of read through and see what we think. But again, I've heard really good things about it. And so I'm kind of thinking maybe a read aloud for 4th of July. We'll see. Next up, I grabbed this for myself. I have a tendency to only buy books for myself that are not self-help, but they're like kind of self-help books or like informational books and things like that. And so I want to try and read more for fun and for enjoyment. And I have no idea what I like to read. So it took me forever to try and find anything. And then I ended up just like, these look pretty. And so we're just gonna go with it. So I got The Late Bloomers Club. Oh, hopefully you guys can see. I can't get it to focus there. There we go. The Late Bloomers Club. And this is like Nora owns a diner, and then Kit is an aspiring filmmaker. I guess they're sisters. Someone passes away in their town and they are now going to be inheriting like the home and the land of the lady that passed away. But then something happens with the diner. And they need kind of the community to come together or something like that. So I don't know. Again, we'll see. If you have read this, please let me know. But yeah, it was super cheap, like literally just like a couple bucks. So I figured it wouldn't hurt to try it. Next up, this again goes with kind of doing the 4th of July. I've seen this several times on Book Outlet and I keep putting it in my cart and taking it out. So I just went ahead and got it, and it's Rescuing the Declaration of Independence. And on the back, it says, in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, Stephen had to save it. Now, the artwork in this one kind of reminds me of the Inconvenient Alphabet. Quite honestly, I think the Inconvenient Alphabet is just a touch cooler, but these are definitely still cool illustrations. And yeah, I think this one will be kind of fun, just a different kind of read aloud for us. Next up, I got Oscar's American Dream. The illustrations is what got me on this one to begin with. And then it says, if you want to see American history, just stand in the doorway of the corner store and history will come to you. So it looks like Oscar is an immigrant who arrives in Ellis Island and he opens a barbershop, and then the barbershop slowly over time becomes different things. The back says the only constant about America is change. So again, I thought this one would be really cool for 4th of July. And it's beautiful. So, but it's called The United States in 100 Words. And this one is just that. It's just words that kind of, you know, represent America, and then little kind of descriptions about it. And this looks like a fun one, maybe just to pick like one or two to read a day. And, you know, I don't know, just it's kind of a different way to learn about the country. And I feel like it's something that we can use even as my daughter gets older. You know, she can go through and read it. Yeah, just a lot of really cool things in there. So I really liked that one. The other one I grabbed for myself, I grabbed strictly off of the name. And again, I just went with it because it took me longer to find 2 books for myself than it did to find all of the other books. So this one is called Magnolia Market. Again, just strictly off of the name. And it says, fresh starts aren't nearly as glamorous as they appear, and love isn't any easier the second time around. Yeah, something about a woman and like her husband passes away and she's trying to get her life back, but then something happens with the late husband. I don't know. We'll see. Same with this one. If you have happened to read this or know anyone that has read it, I would be interested to know your thoughts on this. It's a pretty heavy book for me to just kind of go on a whim. So I don't know. Same thing. It was just a couple bucks. I figured it's Magnolia Market. It's got to be great. I don't know. All right. This is one that I have heard a lot about here on YouTube and over on Instagram. And I don't know. I thought it would be a good one to have for morning time, and maybe that my daughter could read, because after going through it a little bit, it seems like the readings are small enough that she could probably do them herself, but it's thoughts that make your heart sing. Also, the illustrations in this one are beautiful. I love them. But they're just, it says 100 devotions about God's great love for you. So really, really cool. Yeah. And retail price on this is 18 bucks, and I think I got it less than 5. So not a bad deal. Next up, we have these. These are classics. We don't have these books, but we have Halloween and a Thanksgiving, and so I just want to keep adding to our collection because we really like those. And so I got a Charlie Brown Valentine. Charlie Brown, of course, classic. I feel like everyone loves Charlie Brown. So, and my daughter, she really likes these too. Just fun, kind of read alouds, obviously Valentine's Day. And then the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. Oh, there you go. It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. So really cool, really fun. Yeah, got those two. Another classic is the Berenstain Bears, and so I snagged one of theirs. This is actually, 4 books in one, and this is the Easter Treasury. And it's got stickers that come with it and all that stuff. Now, I have gotten a couple of other Berenstain Bears books, but specifically the Living Lights series or collection, or I don't know how they word it, but the Living Lights are Christian based. And so with this being Easter, obviously it is the story of resurrection. And so I just really love that. I love that it's, it's a classic book. The Berenstain Bears were always kind of one of my favorites, but just a little extra Jesus in there. And so that is always good with me. So the 4 books in this one is God's Wonderful World, Easter Sunday, the Easter Story, and then the very first Easter. So another really good one. Oh, I forgot about this. I did grab myself another book, and this was just kind of on a whim, but it is called Home Apothecary by Ashley, what is it? Ashley English. There we go. And yeah, I saw that it was on there and thought, you know, like it's a good kind of resource to have. And this is honestly typically the types of books that I'm getting. Like I'm getting homesteading books, or I'm getting cookbooks, or I'm getting education books or homeschooling books. Like you know, those are the things that I normally read. And I enjoy those, but I want a story. You know, I want to, I don't know. Hopefully y'all know what I'm talking about. But this one, what's cool with this one is looking through, there are some things that I wouldn't use, like a pumpkin mask. I can't honestly say that is something that I'm truly, truly interested in knowing and having access to. Maybe one day it'll come in handy. But for the most part, the things in here are pretty well everyday things, which I think is nice. I think sometimes these types of books can give you quite a lot of stuff that you are wondering if you'll ever use it. But like everyday face oil, rosewater toner, you've got lip balm, bath salts, bath oil, bath bombs if you wanted that, brown sugar foot scrub. I saw stuff in here for like a diaper cream, baby powder. Yep, there's the diaper cream. Elderberry, hot honey tea, cough syrup. Yeah, so there's I mean, for a couple of dollars, there's enough in here that I feel like it's useful to have. Yeah, and I'm not upset about it. So that one. Okay, three more. And these last three, I snagged these for Living Off the Land because that is the unit that we are doing next. And I wanted just a couple more books for us to have. And so I grabbed none other than The 100-Year Barn. I have heard so much about this book. I tried to get it before and it sold out before I could. And so I was able to get it this time, and I am very, very excited about it. So, The 100-Year Barn. This one, from my understanding, literally follows the history of this barn through 100 years and just all of the things that have happened, the celebrations, the babies, the animals, all the things. So, really looking forward to that one. Next up is another one. I have never read this book, but it seems to be very common. It seems to be a bit of a classic, but it's Oxcart Man. Yeah, so again, I mean, you can't ask for a better one for Living Off the Land. And so there they are. This will be a fun, good picture book for us to just kind of be able to pick up. And then the last one is If You're Not From the Prairie. This one I have not heard of. The illustrations are beautiful. But then I looked at the reviews on Amazon. Hopefully it'll focus there for you guys. There we go. You see me peeking through so I can see. Anyways, I read the reviews on Amazon and it had positive reviews, so I figured, again, for a couple bucks, we would try it. And it's basically just about life on the prairie and kind of explains it to you in a way, from what I gather, explains it to you in a way, like if you're not from here, you don't know that the sunsets are, you know, golden and whatever. So seems pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm excited about this one. And that is it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.